Hello, welcome back to Peace Storm. I am Pluvius Lilon, and today we're playing Valhalla. And in both the game and in real life, Christmas has come and gone. Now we're on day 14, I think. Or is it day 15? Either way. We ended last episode in the middle of a break, so... yeah, we're kind of beginning this episode midday or midnight. I don't know. My brain's everywhere. Things are pretty quiet outside.
Jill.
Ah, Miss Kim.
Just call me Kim. It sounds weird to be called Miss.
You seem to be in a good mood.
I got some money on Mega Christmas. Wouldn't you be happy?
I guess. What can I get you?
I'll have a beer.
Okay. Let's get Kim a beer. Okay, 1 Adelheid, 2 Bronson extracts. Ditto. Bam.
Thanks.
So how have you been doing?
Pretty good, actually. My hair stopped falling out. My appetite's coming back. I hadn't realized just how much the newspaper was weighing on me until I quit. I suddenly stopped feeling defeated. I actually felt like I achieved a victory. Like I got a hold of my own life.
So nice to hear.
Oh yeah, I'll start bartender training in January too.
Huh, really?
Yeah, I did some research and it sounded cool. BTC gives you many benefits, so it sounded like a good thing to do for the time being. I don't know if it's what I want to do for the rest of my life, but it's a good start. It'll give me time to think on the next course of action.
Bit of advice. Don't go for BTC housing plans unless you absolutely have to. You have to sign a contract for at least 5 years of service with a cut in pay and tips. I was gonna go for that one, but I backed down a bit at the last minute.
How do you back down a bit?
Well, I took the chance when the BTC found me an apartment. And instead of signing the BTC contract, I just asked for a regular one. I still have no idea how I got away with that one.
I thought those apartments were built by them or something.
Back in England they are. They have their own real estate companies. Apartment complexes where they have the means to give discounted rooms to employees. But in this city, Realty Nua holds an unspoken real estate monopoly. So BTC can't easily offer such promises.
Oh.
Realty Nua is a bit weird as far as companies go. Their names become synonymous with quality, a brand built around certain expectations. But the truth is that Realty Nua has done little to no work in the last 10 years or so.
Really?
I mean, when they started, they managed to sell and build upon plots of land that everyone gave up on. They became a big name as far as real estate goes. But in reality, the company itself has actually done less than you'd think over the years. Most of the time, they're just cashing in on their established properties or letting others work with them. I believe in the last 10 years or so, they've only started around 3 or 4 new projects. And they're all expansions of their already established ones.
You seem to know a lot about it.
Nah, I've just read a lot about it over time, especially after hearing my landlord ramble about them. I think it's all par for the course for real estate companies, really. But it's true that when you hear a name so much, you expect something, I don't know, different. But enough rambling on my side. You must be thirsty. Can I get you anything else?
Let's try a sugar rush.
Okay. A sugar rush. I feel like I've been serving them a lot lately. Yeah. Let's give her like 2 Karmatrine. Here you go.
Yay! Actually, Jill, I came here today to thank you.
Me?
Yeah, back when I first showed up here, I was in a really rough spot. I was shocked, I was tired, I was a total mess. I even said some really mean things, but you had patience with me. Not to mention you helped me cool down and your boss saved me. And, I don't know, I felt like I had to tell you all that before the year ended.
Much appreciated, thanks.
But anyway, how are you doing? Last time you were a bit off.
I'm better now, thanks a lot.
Glad to hear. It was weird to see you like that. It always felt like you were putting up a cool bartender act. It did? You don't? I don't. Are you sure? What you saw as a cool bartender act is what everyone else has described as being cold. I mean, cold and cool do mean the same, but... Nah, don't try to put up that act. Sorry to disillusion you. I'm too much of a mess to do such a thing. Huh. Disappointed? Surprised, actually. What led me to believe you were putting on an act? And more importantly, how can I make use of it when I get assigned to a bar? I must investigate further. Good luck with that. Say, let's try something bubbly now. Alright. Let's get a bubbly drink. Oh, right. Here we go, bubbly drinks. Well, she already had a beer, so... Okay. 280... 260. Yeah, let's give her a cobalt velvet. There we go. Here. Thanks. Hey, Jill, I'm gonna need some ice. Boss. Boss? Oh, I know you. Thank you, thank you. Hey, nice to see you're fine. I'm more than fine. I'm alive. I'm here. I avoided my biggest mistake in life thanks to your timely intervention. I don't know what overcame me. I just felt like everything was shouting. I couldn't stop the shouting, so I just felt like, thank you. Don't even mention it. I just did what I felt was right. Jill, ice please. Right. You alright? Did you seek help? I know a couple people that could help you. Don't worry, I'm perfectly fine. I've gone to a therapist a couple times, but he says I'm okay. Something overcame me, but you intervened, and... I don't know what to say. You already said thank you. Seeing that you're fine is more than enough for me. I should have come to thank you earlier. I owed you that at least. Don't worry, just go out and be happy. You have a second chance, so use it as best you can. I will. I'll be leaving. Happy New Year, Jill, and thank you again. Please come again. So, a couple weeks ago, I read some news about a woman saving a suicidal girl, catching her mid-air. Would you know something about that, boss? Maybe, maybe not. Whoever it was probably just did it because it was the right thing to do. Feeling lonely? That voice. Hey, Joe. Long time no see. Really long time no see. Seriously. It feels like it's been over a year since I last saw you. I was planning on visiting you last week, but things were pretty heavy back then. So I just waited in the background until the tension wore off a bit. Earth to Joe, I'm talking to you here. If I ignore her, she'll leave. I'm not an unfathomable sense of dread. You can't just ignore me, you know. Julianne Stingray, I'm talking to you. Calm down. Don't fall for her taunts. How did she know my full name, though? I thought your full name was Julianne Natalie Stingray, or did you legally remove the Natalie? Never mind that. Is she reading my thoughts? Yeah, I mean, they're kind of written in the middle of the screen. Hard not to see them, actually. Alright, that's it. I'm going crazy. That's such a self-centered way to see the world. You assume that you're crazy because you can't accept that this world could be weirder than you think. This world is amazing because of the things you just can't explain. And just because only you experience something doesn't mean it's a lie or that you're crazy. I mean, just look at ASMR. No, I'm pretty sure that's what a crazy person would say in this scenario. You acknowledged me? Shit. That's good. I'm not serving you anything. What? Why? Last time you came, I had to clean the drinks I served you off the floor. Don't be like that. The drinks were also paid for with my money. I don't know how you did it, but that set That set any and all plans I had for the rest of the week off balance. I was gonna buy some curry with the money I had put up for those drinks. Dog duty done. I know we have slow days, but for God's sake. You okay? You look angry. I'm fine. Good job out there. I'm back. Boss, what happened? Meeting cut short. At least I drank the bottles. You okay? You look distraught. I'm fine. So they really can't see you. I mean, you're right in front of them. And you're wearing jeans under a skirt. Why? Just why? To annoy people, of course. Is that a new trend? What does she think she's doing? Everyone feels like it's not quite right. Everyone thinks they should call you out. But they can't bring themselves to do it because it's not that wrong. There are things like spats, after all. It's uncannily right, not all that wrong, and they can't stop staring. Not like anyone other than me could see it, though. They could see it if they wanted to. Jill, you're making an awful lot of faces there. You okay? Yeah, just remembering stuff. Man, I miss not being crazy. Boss, I'm leaving early today. And you stay here. Who stays where? Crap, did I just... You have to be the first person I met who mixes their inner and outer voice. I thought I saw one of the dogs near the counter. Sorry. Oh, okay. Can I leave a bit earlier today? Sure. Thanks for taking care of the fort. What about me? You haven't left yet. I'll thank you when you leave. It's not what I... whatever. Okay. So I believe the game ends on New Year's, so... Yeah, it's 27th, so... We have like 4 or 5 days to make another $2,400. Wait, shit. Let me save, actually. Because I forgot to read the notice. Okay. Yeah, it's load. Okay, Jill just launched Night of the ID Snatchers. Okay. Let's go shopping. Movie poster. Yeah, Night of the ID Snatchers. Okay, it's only $250. Man, I do not look forward to the future if shit's gonna cost that much. It's the 2070s, though. A lot of you won't be alive. I will, though. I'll never die. It's called the Forever Frog, not the 600-year frog. But, okay, right. Yeah, let's just, yeah, let's go to work. Good evening. Hey, Jill, let's have a New Year's party this Saturday. Isn't that a bit soon? Why? Did someone famous get killed at a New Year's party? No, I mean, never mind. Sure, I'm in for it. Great. And Gil? He's coming too. I mean, it's not like he has anything else to do. Hey. No, I mean, where is he? He was escorting a client of his to the station. He should be back any second now. Back. See? So you come to the New Year's party too, Gil? It's not like I have anything else to do, so... I told you. We're depressing people. Oh yeah, the kid from the other day, Gabby, I think you called her, asked me to give you this. I believe it's a note. A note? Gabby? Let's see. First of all, I want to apologize for my behavior before. I was still hurt by my sister's death, and it wasn't fair to take out all the stress on you, let alone put the blame on you. And so it feels weird to ask this of you after how I treated you, but I really want to talk to you. I want to catch up, to chat for a while, and to do what you were doing with me before I lashed out.
I want to understand this freedom you talk about, the fear that drove you to a fight with my sister. I'll go back to the bar on the 31st. I won't take much of your time. If you don't want to see me after all that, I'll understand. But please, I really want to talk to you, Gabby. Wow, that girl's a big vocabulary. She was always a smart one. The 31st is written in different handwriting. Oh yeah, she asked me when you would be here and relatively free. I told her about the party. I also assumed you'd say yes to the party, which might not have been the best idea now that I think about it. Boss, I'm having second thoughts about coming to the party. What? Why? Because I really don't want to face Gabby again. Now it's coming back to me, what drove me to never go back and apologize after all these years. Fear and shame. Shame because I know I made a hideously stupid mistake, and it's painful to face your mistakes. And fear of what they might say. With Lenore, we never broke up formally, so I was always afraid that if we were to meet again, she'd break up with me. And I don't want Gabby to tell me that she hates me to my face. Lenore was in the right to break up with me, and Gabby was in the right to hate me. But I don't want her to. Maybe if I never see her again, she'll never tell me that, and... Jill, you idiot! Huh? You're thinking backwards. Didn't the letter say she wanted to understand you? If you bail out on this, she will hate you. Not only that, but you're getting a new chance here. Do you want to live the rest of your life running from another memory? Didn't you just say to Armitage that you hated feeling like that? Armitage? Titty hacker. Alma, right. I don't know what happened when you fought with that girl's sister, but now you have a chance to make amends. Not only that, you have us watching your back. So I want you to think about this. One day of fear or a lifetime filled with regret. Which one would you pick? Yeah, you're right. I hated feeling like that. I won't run away this time. Good, because I would have gone to your apartment and dragged you out of there if need be. Hey, boss. Thanks. That's what friends are for. Yeah. Anyways, let's start the day. Time to mix drinks and change lives. Seriously, though, it's the second note that stirred such feelings in me. Second one? 2 weeks ago, I got another note in the mail. This one's from Lenore. Is that the envelope you took away from me in a panic? Yep. You haven't opened it? Why not open it with Gabby? You're facing one fear, might as well face the other. Maybe. Don't push her, Chief. I'm not. I just know she's capable of doing all that. I'll go secure stuff for the party. Call me if you need anything. Keep it up, Jill. Thanks. Happy holidays! Someone's happy. We held a party for the staff and their children. You should have seen the faces of those kids receiving gifts. Nabbing that Santa suit at the last minute the other day was totally worth it. Santa dresses seem to have been popular this year. I heard they were sold out in most places. There was this weird shortage of Santa suits, but luck was on my side this year. Sorry for that outburst. Why? You look so happy I felt happy too. You shouldn't hide your happiness. Anyway, can you get me a cobalt velvet, please? Sure. Cobalt velvet for Stella. Okay, Here. Thanks. You meeting with Say today? She should be here in a bit. She told me she wanted a drink here, and since I was coming here too... Sadly, I can't stay for long. I have some errands to run. How's she been lately? She's better. Her wounds have been healing really nicely. If only she stopped scratching at her bandages so often. What about her eye? Eye? Oh, hers. Sorry. It'll take longer to heal, but as long as it's kept clean, there shouldn't be a problem.
But to be honest, I'm more worried about her emotional wounds. She doesn't show it, but she's had depressive bouts from time to time. And who can blame her? Her life changed completely. The job she loved no longer exists. She was used as a disposable pawn in the whole bank affair. I'm afraid it'll make her go back to her old ways. Old ways? There was a rough spot when Sei was a teen. Her mom's clinic was about to close, then her biological father, who was an asshole, showed up. And the teachers at her school didn't help. Sei's not a slow learner by any means, but her way of learning stuff is different. She needs equivalences to things she knows. You need to get a bit in her mindset. Once you get this, she's a fast learner, but schools don't have that kind of patience. They basically branded her a failure. She even dropped out. I would have suggested a special course somewhere else, but that would have offended her. She's always been against being labeled as special or different. Anyway, Sei was totally different during that period. Foul-mouthed, short-fused, always frowning, the total opposite of how she is nowadays. From time to time, I see that old look cross her face and it scares me. You're comparing her to her teen self, though. People mature. Maybe she'll show signs from time to time, but I bet Sei knows better than to go back to that. I hope so. Get me something cold and sweet, will you? Sure. Cold and sweet. I think I've heard that one before. Yeah, let's give her a moonblast. Yep. Here. Thanks. This is the kind of stuff Sei asked for, you know? Now that you mention it, I take it Sei's family situation isn't exactly fun and dandy, huh? It's a mess they've tried to fix over time, and I'm glad to say they've actually done it. Sei's mom had a really abusive relationship with Sei's biological father. Sadly, like many women in that situation, she just tried to justify his actions. But apparently things got nasty when Sei's mom, Miss Emmy, got pregnant. At that point, she had an epiphany, one could say. She didn't want that guy to raise her child, so she finally sought help. Things weren't so easy, though. Before the authorities could take him away, Miss Emmy got a serious beating from him. She still uses a cane to walk thanks to that. She moved here, Sei was born, she started her veterinary clinic. So did he come back? He was drunk and couldn't find any drugs, so he made it to the city. He caused a ruckus for a couple days until Sei managed to scare him off. How? She beat him to near death 3 times. Sorry, I shouldn't laugh, but... Oh, don't worry, I laugh too. The dramatic irony there is delicious. I've been wondering, can you really be so calm in the lower parts of the city? I mean, the streets are not exactly safe. And a cat boomer is sure to become a target. Well, I have my security staff with me at all times, so there's no problem. Besides, this part of the city is comfier. Come again? Sure, Uptown's cleaner and maybe more secure, but it's also sterile. Around here, you can actually feel the warmth of the people. You feel there are people living. I especially like going to a busy food stand. I feel the warmth there. I feel a warmth there that Uptown doesn't have. It's also easier to talk to people. You finally came. Welcome. If you try to talk to someone in the upper part of the city, they either shrug you off or flat out ignore you. People around here are a bit wary, but they're also more likely to talk to you. Not that things aren't nice there, though. Can I get you something? I feel like having a beer. Make that 2. But I just want 1. I'm asking for 1 for me, adding 1 to your order. Oh, that, right. 2 beers for the girls.
Here.
Thank you. Thanks. Say, you should have seen the kids after you left. They're all playing with the toys you picked. You nailed it again this year. They're all asking, where's Say? Where's Say? Why do they call you just Say when they call me Auntie Stella? I don't look that old. Don't worry, they still like you. Sorry I had to leave, but Mom worked overtime that night and I couldn't leave her alone. What happened? Well, there were fireworks, and then some dog thought it'd be safe to hide in a jar. The little guy managed to get his head and paw inside before getting stuck. And it was plastic, so they couldn't just try to break it. That's messy. She needed someone to hold the dog while she worked. Poor fellow was scared. Well, I'm out. Oh yeah. We'll have a New Year's party this Saturday if you want to come. Sure, it's better than depressing myself with my dad's woes about the next fiscal year. I'll be here. Bye, Jill. Bye, Say. Careful. Please come again. You want to come too? I'd love to. Also make up for not coming last time. How was the party? Pretty nice. We played Truth or Dare. Had some fun, broke some glasses. Ate lots and lots of food. Seriously, looking back, the amount of food was ridiculous compared to the number of people who were there. Better leftovers than left hanging, don't you think? Yeah. Can I get you something? Let's try something classy.
Okay. Something classy for Say. I like how Bad Touch is classy. Yeah, let's give her a fringe weaver. Yeah, I like how a drink that is literally described as pure alcohol with a spoonful of sugar is considered classy. Something classy.
Yep, this is the thing.
Stella came in quite cheery about Sunday.
This Sunday? Oh yeah. Well, you know, her birthday is actually the 25th.
Really?
There's a weird story from when she was a kid. She heard Mega Santa's story and somehow she got it into her head that by being born on the 25th, she was the spiritual reincarnation of the original Santa. That made her start giving out gifts like crazy. She got over it, but the gifting stuck to her.
Spiritual reincarnation.
Well, the story says that the Redmond family destroyed Santa... Excuse me. Well, the story says that the Redmond family destroyed Santa's spirit, and that Mega Santa was reborn as a manifestation of the Christmas spirit. She thought she was the old Santa spirit in a new body. That girl was delusional as a kid.
Huh. Speaking of things you did when you were young, Stella mentioned she's worried about you going back to your old ways. Something about a rough period where you were angry or something.
Oh, that. It's sweet that she's worried, but I won't go back to those days just like that, though. Even if I face the same situation, I'm more mature, you know? I'm not a teen anymore.
Expected as much. Told her as much.
Hey, can you get me something bubbly?
Sure. Something bubbly for a bubbly girl. Yeah, let's give her a cobalt velvet. Here.
Bubbly, bubbly. Hey, Jill, this might seem a bit random, but... Do you remember the first time I came here?
Yeah, you're the second White Knight I've served. I remember. Why?
Precisely because of that. I've been meaning to ask you about that story. How was your other experience with the White Knight?
If I had to put it simply, the total opposite of you.
Oh?
She came here as part of her work, looking for information on some case. I went through the motions, offering her a drink and all that, but she came only for her job. At first I thought she was just another private eye, but she showed me her badge and all.
What kind of case was it?
I wouldn't know. She never told me, but she asked if I saw some people.
She got pretty intense when I told her I had no idea who she was talking about. I suggested she ask the vending machines outside, and they told her the suspect climbed on them. She got her info and she left. Pretty professional, if a bit intimidating. She seemed personally invested in the case, though. The way she lost her cool was suspicious. You seem to be pretty good at reading people, Jill. Makes me kind of jealous. Nah, I'm not good at that. It's just a coincidence that I noticed it. But you noticed it. I'm not good at reading people. Even if the cue was thrown in my face, I wouldn't be able to see it. I'm pretty sure you can compensate with another skill. Any particular reason you asked me about that event? Not really. I just found the fact that I was the only other white knight you've served weird. I mean, really? Just 2? Weird, I know. I've spent most of my life with almost no interactions with white knights until I met you. Means you've had a nice life, then. That sounded creepier than I thought. A bit, yeah. Well, I'm done for today. Thanks, Jill. Please come again. I'll go take my break, Gil. Sure. Okay, so we've ended another episode in the middle of a break. You know what, yeah, that's... Well, yeah, either way I'm gonna save. Yeah. I don't want to end another episode in the middle of a day. Let's do it. Let's finish the episode. Wonder if I left food for 4. Okay, I'm here. Oh, okay, I'm here. Dorothy. You won't get through the bar anytime soon. You can stop walking. Ah, honey. You want something? The usual, I guess. Usual. The usual. I wonder what's wrong with her, though. Yeah, I think her usual was a piano woman, wasn't it? Here. This is nice. Nice. Okay, you're freaking me out. What's up with you? Hey, honey, how do you know what's real? How so? I mean, how do you know if what you see is an actual thing? How can you tell if what you see around you is actually happening? What tells you everything's not actually a fabrication? What tells me I'm not just a simulation in a computer? And those ponderings brought you to the bar? What? Oh, I'm in the bar. Am I? Dorothy. So you're having a solipsistic crisis of sorts? What? Solipsism, the theory that the self is the only thing that can be known to exist. See? That's another thing right there, that word. Solipsism. What does it even mean? Where the hell did it come from? Well, solace means alone, and ips means self. Yes, but how did it come to be? Do you expect me to believe that a lot of people just randomly decide to make noises? And decide, hey, let's make this noise mean this? It doesn't make sense. Words don't make sense. I've been repeating words for a long time and they've stopped making sense. Why? Calm down, that's just semantic satiation. Stop making up words, honey. And then there's this counter. How can I be sure the counter is really here? It is. Please stop tapping it. Hold on, just making sure. I should make her a drink. At the very least, I'll have something to throw at her. Yeah, let's give her something spicy. Spicy and expensive. Oh, on the rocks. On the rocks and... Oh. Stop tapping the counter so much. I'm this close to throwing this at your face. Sorry. So let's start from the beginning. Since when did you have this existential crisis? Since earlier today, I think. I was remembering the good times that I had with my guardian. But I don't know, it was all too sudden. I was thinking about everything that happened from a week ago until now. How much fun I was having, how much I loved everyone around me. And out of nowhere, the thoughts started piling up in my mind. What is love? Baby, don't hurt me. Are those feelings real? Is all of that real? Am I real? What tells me I'm actually in a body? What if I'm not just some... What if I'm just some computer somewhere thinking that it has a body? What if I'm just a human girl in a comatose dream?
What tells me that you're real?
Eh?
For all I know, I might just be a figment of someone's imagination. Or even just an AI simulation in some computer that thinks it's a human. I've been there, Dorothy. That existential doubt and crisis, that uncertainty about whether or not things are real. It was a couple months only, but I remember having panic attacks and scratching my arm to feel something. But the panic attack gave me a rush of adrenaline, so I couldn't feel the scratch and the fear got worse.
What did you do to get over it?
Oddly enough, I read a book. The Last Reign in the World, one of my favorites. At one point I cried with the book and I realized I was crying over fake things, a story and its characters. I couldn't care less for them because they were fake. Why not think of reality like that too? Even if I'm a figment of someone's imagination, I'd still care about you. That's what I told myself, at least. It wasn't immediate, but that focus helped me.
I like it. Hey, can I take this drink?
I made it for you.
Thanks. Okay, then. Whew.
Why did you throw it on your head?
To feel something you made.
And?
It burns and itches a bit.
I'll get you a towel. Delivery for Dana's... Oh, I've been here before. Mr. Mario, welcome back. I have a delivery for Dana Zane. Who's that? She's my boss. I'll get it for her. Right. Sign here, please. It's a big package. I wonder what's inside. That's what she said. You should open it. If it's something perishable, maybe it'll need to be refrigerated. Let's see. It's a wiener. A really big wiener.
Hey, honey.
Hmm?
The big package had a big wiener inside.
What will your boss do with such a thing? I don't know how she'll cook it. Perhaps she'll chop it?
Honey. Seems the wiener's a bit too big to eat correctly.
Stop.
Maybe you could prepare some right now. What do you say, honey? Do you want some of your boss's wiener?
I don't... Seriously, Jill? She's the one making the jokes! And you're the one trying not to laugh too hard at them. Anyway, we all know if we dare to cook this without her permission, she'll hang us upside down. She'll hang me upside down.
Hey, Jacket Boy, what's your name?
I'm Mario.
Come on, Mario. I'll buy you a drink.
Hmm? He might have another delivery, you know? This is the last one, actually. I'll accept your offer. I'll have a sunshine cloud. And you?
I'm fine.
Sunshine cloud for Mario.
Oh yeah.
Bum. Do. And... Do. Since he's off now. Here. Thanks. Hey,
Call me Dorothy. You can also call me Darling for the right amount.
Yeah, Dorothy, why'd you buy me a drink? just to let you know, I don't swing that way.
What way, Lilon?
I'm a man's man. I like men, okay? Not that there's anything wrong with liking women, but...
Oh, don't worry. I wasn't hitting on you, I was just thanking you. Sorry, I knocked something over.
That was an empty bottle. I got, like, crumbs all over my jacket. I was eating baked goods that I made yesterday. Thanking me?
Your package let me see Honey here laughing like an idiot.
It's easier than you think.
That made me happy, and, I don't know, it fit with what she was telling me earlier. I'm more calm than when I entered.
Glad to help, I guess.
Well, duty calls. Bye, Mario. Bye, John. Bye, Honey. Enjoy your big wiener.
Out with you. She seems like a nice girl. I don't mean for it to sound like I get it, don't worry. You like guys, it's clear. Speaking of, you like motorcycles, don't you? I do, yeah. Have you been to the Motor District? I spend all my free time in the Motor District, actually. Why? Is it true what they say about all the illegal races going on there? You're not a cop, are you? As far as I remember, no. Well, I mean, there are illegal races, but there's also a semi-legal league going on there. Semi-legal? The authorities acknowledge that there are races going on. They don't know what goes on in them, however. Modified engines, casualties, substance abuse. The illegal ones end up being safer in the end. Huh. Have you heard about a biker called Christine Love? Miss Love, of course. Everyone knows who she is. What about her? Is her gang as dangerous as they say? I don't know. Nobody knows. Excuse me? They look intimidating enough, but truth is that nobody's faced them directly. Moreover, nobody wants to be the one that gets beaten to a pulp if they turn out to be what they seem. So her gang is just there, menacingly doing their own thing, not bothering anyone. Oh. Do you want anything else? Oh, the Piano Man. Alright. A Piano Man for Mario.
Yahoo!
Oh, you're into pronouns, huh? Well, let me see them titties!
Here. Yeah, this is nice. This will sound weird, but do you believe in replibots? Replibots? There is the belief that some Lilum out there are designed to perfectly replicate a particular human. That someone or something replaces these humans with such Lilum. Thus, they call them replibots. You know a lot about it. Or, you know a lot about this. I don't. It's in most magazines nowadays. Well, it's the first time I've heard of it. What about it? On my way here, I almost ran over my neighbor. He just showed up in the middle of the street. And I say almost because he moved really quickly out of the way. Then I went to deliver a package and somehow my neighbor was there, almost immediately after the whole thing. He was there the whole time. Maybe it was someone that looked like him. He had the same looks, clothes, and mannerisms. Trust me, you know a perfect replica when you see one. And you saw the kid Lilum here. They could easily pass off as humans. There are even Lilum idol singers nowadays whose voices can pass off as human. They'd be passing off as humans under our very own noses, replacing us little by little. At this point in time, I really doubt it. Lilum behavior's a bit different. You can easily tell someone's a Lilum because they seem... how do I put this? They don't care about risk and danger as much as we do. They treat risks with a lot more leniency. Still, be careful. Keep an eye out for uncanny doppelgangers. I'm leaving. Thanks for everything. Please come again. What's your take on the Replibot thing? Do you believe in them? Do you? Not really, but I asked you first. When I was in high school, I had this irrational fear of aliens. I was paranoid that they'd come. What would I do then? I remember I lost lots of sleep because of it. That doesn't answer my question. Let me finish. After many months of fear, I reached a conclusion that might as well apply here.
It's useless to be afraid. I'm but a simple woman. I wouldn't be able to do shit against them. So I'd rather live without being afraid. Because the memories of not being afraid will be my only solace when the when the Neville-Eye crabs invade. I mean, when the Replibots come. Jill, are you still afraid of aliens? What part of it's useless to be afraid didn't you catch? Right. Back. Did anything happen? I discovered I have the sense of humor of an 8-year-old. Did anything new happen? Hey. They brought you a package. Ah, yes, my curated wiener. It's a gift from my folks. It was delayed in customs, but here it is. You guys want some of it? That's a new one. Have some pocket money. I'm out of excuses. Damn! Jill wonders if Maneki Nekos actually bring luck. Alright, well, we'll buy that, and then we'll end the episode, and probably pick this up next year. Because, you know, now that the Christmas part of the game's out of the way, we gotta move on to the New Year's part, but, you know, there's too much of it to, yeah, there's too much of it to finish before the New Year actually comes. So, okay, Maneki Neko, there it is. $500! God damn! Alright. So let's just save. Let's just save and be done. Okay, day 16. Yeah, like I said, we're probably gonna finish this game next year rather than this year, because, you know, we just finished a chapter. We, you know, we ended last year's run on the end of a chapter as well. So, if you enjoyed this video, then no further actions required on your part. Have a happy New Year. Hope you had a wonderful Christmas. And yeah, we'll see you next episode.